important thing is for us to take the ownership of the challenges confronting our dear nation. These are things that we can't defeat. We can't win this war. But until we are deliberate about it, until the way we are determined, knowing that we are brothers and sisters, and God has a purpose putting us here together, is not to destroy ourselves, but to build ourselves up. And that's, for me, the most important aspect, that all Nigerians must put hands together to defeat the enemy.
First and foremost, I want to most sincerely thank Mr. President for this nomination, because this nomination is a nomination that is a square peg in a square hole, having regard to the tremendous contributions that the nominee has made as an officer of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria towards defending the territorial integrity of this country.
I just want to tell you that we expect so much from you. This country is passing through a grave situation.
We must stop ransom payments. And in doing that, sir, even when ransoms are being paid, because people want to do that, we can track the money is being paid and where does the money come from.
Have you noticed that at that entrance there's a lot of noise? This is not a period we should say bow and go. Even Donald Trump is on our neck. We have not yet asked him what his response will be to Donald Trump, the President of America. Yeah, it's not just anybody. Chief of Defense Staff, a nominee for a Minister of Defense of a country, and you stand up and say you should take a bow and go, with so many questions on the mouth of Nigerians, with over 200 Nigerian children in the bush, kidnapped and being tortured.
Support in total everything that the lead presenter of this bill has said. And the only thing I want to further emphasize is that this bill will also cure the mischief in the terrorist act, because we have seen in the distant past where terrorists apprehended who have killed, maimed, and committed heinous crimes were, in the name of de-radicalization, they were arrested, quote and unquote, de-radicalized, retrained, fed with taxpayers' money, and as we know now, some of these guys went back to continue with the acts of terrorism. So my understanding of this reinforcement of the Terrorism Act by including kidnapping is that such discretion will not be available to anyone, whether in the armed forces or even in the executive. Because we can't spend so much money, expend so much energy to apprehend very dangerous people who have killed, maimed, buried children alive, and in the air where they are apprehended, somebody come from somewhere and say, look, we need to use all sorts of jargons to justify why these guys should not face the wrath of the law, which is to face trial and, if convicted, sentenced to death. Until people begin to see those who have killed.
Kidnapping must be properly designated, its consequences aptly identified, and punishments meted out appropriately. And so, Mr. President, I think that we should go ahead and allow for a second reading of this bill in the hope that a properly designated act of criminality with its concomitant punishment will act as a deterrent to the daily occurrence of kidnapping in our country.